Welcome. Good evening and welcome to the 7th Annual Deming Cup Awards Ceremony. My name is Nelson Freiman. I'm the director here at the Deming Center and a professor at Columbia Business School. I'm very pleased to see you all here. We have a very special evening planned for you. We honor David Coady and Indra Nooyi, saluting them for their contributions to operational excellence. And it is also with great pleasure that we present the Deming Center inaugural Lifetime Achievement Award to our good friend Paul O'Neill. You should be hard-pressed to find a more worthy recipient, and we're delighted to celebrate his numerous accomplishments with you. We have many exciting things in the works here at the Deming Center. If you're not involved already, I invite you to get to know our work here and join us. To tell you a bit more about our initiatives, please welcome Dave Niles, Chairman of the Deming Center Advisory Board and President of G100 companies. David?
Thank you, Nelson, and good evening. I'm delighted to be here on behalf of the Advisory Board of the Deming Center. Want to welcome all of you to this wonderful celebration. In particular, I want to congratulate Indra and David and thank the Pepsi and Honeywell organizations for demonstrating what good management and operational leadership can do. These two companies have really set a standard for the rest of us, and we are extremely grateful for their example. On a personal level, I'm also thrilled to be standing here with Shelley Lazarus, one of the great business leaders, branding experts, and as you will soon find out, masters of ceremonies in the world. I'm particularly thrilled to be speaking before Shelley. Following Shelley on the lectern, as I've now done a few years in the past, is not a particularly fulfilling event or experience for me or for you. So to the Deming Center organizers, well choreographed. We're off to a good start tonight. Nelson, as he said, asked me to say a few brief words about what the Deming Center does, and being very conscious of a first pitch that's happening, I think, at about 8:08 today, I'll be very brief. In short, the Deming Center works to ensure that operations skills, quality expertise, leadership excellence, as defined and taught by W. Edwards Deming, stay relevant and actively taught to the next generation of business leaders. The need for this work is likely very obvious to all of us. On one hand, the opportunities for business today are extraordinary. Advances in hardware technology and software and analytics and life sciences provide each of us with an unbelievable opportunity to serve our customers, our shareholders, and our communities better. There is a transformation going on, a very positive one spelled with a capital T, where we can reshape our businesses for future growth like never before. In many ways, there couldn't be a more promising time to run a business than today. On the other hand, most leaders today are facing flagging economic growth, are being challenged by global complexity, are witnessing radical change with their customers, suppliers, and their competition. Industries are transforming, but through this lens, the transformation looks a bit more challenging. So in other ways, there couldn't be a more difficult time to run a business than today. And so that's really our paradox. We're in the midst of a transformation in business. It's a positive force, but it's also a challenging force. But years ago, Deming got this right. And I quote, "The transformation, again with a capital T, can only be accomplished by man, not by hardware." To state in other words, the transformation can only be accomplished by an individual, not by a technology. This is one of my favorite concepts from Deming, that fundamentally business transformation is not driven by technology, it's not driven by economic trends or by disruption, but by skilled, driven, and creative individuals. So what's the Deming Center's role in all of this? We do three things. One, we support cutting-edge research in the fields of operations excellence with and for our sponsor organizations. Through Deming Days here on campus, we explore topics like advanced analytics, customer service, and retail management, with a mix of operating executives and business school professors. Macy's, Citibank, Brooks Brothers, the New York Times, and my company, G100, have all taken advantage of these opportunities to upskill our teams and have a little fun. Two, we support faculty through research, study tours, and case studies. In 2015 alone, the Deming Center PhDs completed 8 research projects on topics as varied as dynamic pricing in industrial manufacturing, platform operations control for rideshare networks like Uber and Lyft, and the value of diverse thinking and leadership effectiveness. And one of our students, Ashley Martin, will be here to talk about one of those later on tonight. And 3, most important in my mind, Deming supports Columbia Business School students. The Deming Center helped develop an advanced analytics class that is now part of our core curriculum. We bring executives to visit the school through our Practitioners in Class series and to share their experiences and perspective with students on how to lead and run organizations. As we look forward with our Deming Center activities, this work with students is our area of most intense focus. Last week I was in London hosting a dinner with Sam Palmisano, a friend to many of you in the room and the inaugural recipient of the Deming Cup in 2010. We hosted a discussion with a group of 30 Europe-based CEOs and investors. The conversation ranged broadly over topics of key interest to the CEO: growth, operating globally, innovation. In the end, however, like many of these conversations, the true essence of the dialogue landed on talent. How we as leaders have the obligation to build the leadership and operational skills of the next generation. And that, probably most simply put, is what the Deming Center is all about. To Indra and David, thanks again for your wonderful leadership. Thanks for being with us tonight. And thanks for helping us celebrate what W. Edwards Deming taught through your work. We are proud to have you as new members of the Deming Center family. So let's enjoy the evening, and let me turn things over to Shelley so the real show can begin. Thank you.